Okay, I'm at 1050 Jackson Road in Park Hills, Kentucky. I'm doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. It's a little bit of a weird situation. We're still looking for, any kind of structural issues or anything. Basically anything concerning. But we have a lift station or pump, dirty pump, where everything comes into this crock and then it is pumped out up. The smaller line is the under pressure line, and it goes out front right next to the gas meter. So this is the line, and we'll show you. We're going from the clean out right next to it. We'll kind of show you, try to show you what we have here. Kind of push this stuff here, but this is going towards the tank. We'll show you as it falls into the tank there. And there it is into the opening. And then we'll come back and we'll go upstream towards the bathroom. It looks like everything comes down into the basement and into this crock so far. So as we go upstream, let's see if we can like it's pretty flat. There's some stuff that was in the line, so what we may have to do is push up as far as we can. We'll run some water, and I can actually hear it draining. There's a lot of water coming at the camera. Toilet paper and stuff. We're going to see if we can run some water up here. Try to flush the line out a little bit, and that way all this stuff drains. As you can see, it shouldn't have trouble escaping. But if somebody flushed right before they left, all this is cast iron, and cast iron is a little more susceptible to things like this, soft clogs. That's why we always recommend to never use any wet wipes or paper towels or female products. Cast iron is a lot worse because of how rough the inside of the pipe gets, just due to the material, because it does rust. And so being rough, it just has a lot larger chance of grabbing some of the toilet paper and stuff like that, and causing what they call a soft clog, which is just a buildup of those materials that can cause a little bit of water buildup. And usually what happens is that it builds up enough to where it builds up enough weight of water, and then it pushes the solids on through. You can see everything moving towards the camera. So hopefully the longer we sit here, the more this will drain. But I think there's some stuff in this clean out that was also knocked loose when I was putting my camera through it. So don't know what all is discharging into this line right now. So we'll go as far up as we can go. And I think I'm getting pretty close to the end of the line. But it does look like some of this has been replaced with PVC. And here is the end of the line. So I'm going to pause the video. We're going to see where we are. Try to run some water through here and flush the line out a little bit. and then we'll pull back and finish up the inspection on this portion. Okay, we've got the water running in the stationary tub in the laundry room. We are as far back as the line goes, so you'll see shortly where that stationary tub comes in. You should see water flowing in. The pump just discharged, so we do know that works. And there we go. Let's see if we can keep it up. See above the water. But the line does look like it's in pretty good shape as far as the cast iron is concerned, but I may have to pull all the way back and knock the rest of the stuff into the try to knock as much stuff as possible back into the crock so that it can release the water, because we're not really seeing a whole lot. Jeez. Here we are going downstream just to see if we can flush this stuff out a little bit. There was some debris buildup in that area. Okay. We're going to go shut the water off and go back upstream.
You want me to cut it off?
Yes, please. That way, hopefully all this will drain down now, since we flushed it out, and we should, as long as it's got good pitch, the line should clear out relatively easily. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video while we do that. Alright, so it has definitely drained a lot, but it is still draining. So we'll continue on back, and as I push, obviously it's going to be up in front of the camera because I'm plowing through it, but you'll see. Looks like we have and the line itself does look like it's in pretty good shape. It's holding shape. It's just flat. You can see this. The lens on this camera is only about a half an inch off the bottom of the pipe, so it's not a ton. Not a lot of water, and everything is escaping, but then get to the point where we've got just barely enough that's covering the camera. So yeah, this is definitely frustrating because I want the line to want to be able to inspect the whole line, but know that, there we are at the PVC. We know that the PVC from here on out looked good. And so, and this all looks really good. So if I keep pulling it back like this, it should stay above the water line, except for right here at about 42 feet. So 42, 30 to about 42 feet. It has a slight belly in it. The rest of the line looks really good, especially for old cast iron. So I'm going to make one more attempt with a standoff on the camera, and we'll see if we can go back upstream and again and just inspect that 10 feet of pipe or so. That 30 to 42 feet, and we'll see if we can take a look at that and make sure it's okay. Okay, so I've got a little standoff on here. I'm going to try to go upstream again just to look at that 10 feet of pipe, make sure it's all right. I think that there's other water running now, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, there we go. So from about 30 to 42 feet is what we're, I just want to make sure it's not a big, huge, drastic belly there. Do have a little bit of a belly there. So from 30 to 42 feet upstream. It's not major. Looks like it's kind of holding a little bit of toilet paper and stuff at the moment. So I think I have some of that on the front of my camera. Yep, I think he's running water now anyway, so now that's affecting it even worse. But you can at least get a look at the structural integrity of the pipe as we come through here. And it does look like everything is fine, but it does have a little low spot between about 30. It's not above the camera now, but you could see just a little bit. I would, again, going back to just making sure that you do the best you can with the, making sure it's just toilet paper and natural materials that go through this. And with the pump, that's something you want to make sure of anyway. looks good. It's functional. It does have a slight belly. From about 30 foot to about 42 feet. It's not causing any obstruction, but it is just something to watch as far as making sure that, again, you're not putting anything you shouldn't down a sewer line. But overall, the line from the laundry room out to this clean out and into the pump is all in good shape. We were unable to inspect the line outside just due to lack of access, and so I believe he's going to try to talk to the plumber that has handled it through the previous owner and see if they can see if they know something about an outside clean out somewhere where they can get access to the remainder of the gravity line on the exterior. But as of right now, the line, we did do the interior line under the floor, and all that looks good, especially for its age. Just have a little bit of belly between the 30 and 42 foot mark on the video again, and the rest of it looks good. So that'll end the inspection for 1050 Jackson Road in Park Hills, Kentucky.